So there's the new rack installed, and these are just the indicators for when the relays are being triggered as a result of various note values. So there's 6 of those: time, echo, fast, start and stop, and cutterhead lift. This guy at the end is an indication of the digital potentiometer. So it's a dual pot. One of the potentiometers is just used to display on that LED. The other is used to actually vary resistance for this. So right now it's fully on, and that's keeping the cutter head from going down. That is continuous controller value number 91. So in MIDI, 91 represents depth, effect depth. So I figured that would be a good continuous controller value to use. So you can see right here I've drawn an envelope, and that represents the head going down, and it goes down nice and smooth, hits disc, and then comes up very, very quickly. This is just a drum loop that I wrote and then exported, and it is exactly 1.8 seconds in length. So it's looping. So I just did a test cut with that. It sounds and works great. And so that's that part of it. If I was to rewind here and hit play, you'll hear the audio, but also too, I'm going to turn around here and show you that green LED is going to go from being what it is right now to being very bright to back to what it is. So I'm not monitoring feedback. Sorry. I was monitoring the pickup. So let's try again. There we go. So you can see it's gonna be timed with the music. It got most intense right when the music started, and then it very quickly goes back to that state right after 1.8 seconds. And so that makes a great loop. The other features that I added are remote control of start and stop and lift. So my original box only had time, echo, and fast as automated features. So now I'm automating start and stop and lift. So I can, for instance, right now, I can stop the lathe, or I can start it. And hitting the lift right now won't do anything that you could see, but under normal circumstances it would drop the depth gauge. Right now the depth gauge just totally dropped because I am using the digital potentiometer. I'm going to now show you how I can very easily go back to normal. Okay, so my installation, I made a little jack here, TSR, so when you unplug it, it's now got the normal routing for depth. It's no longer going through my digital potentiometer. Okay, so now we're back on the depth that's provided by the system, 100%. I'm not interfering with it at all. And what I'm going to do is hit the lift button, and you're going to see the depth gauge, boom, go down. And if I just hit start, that will reset it. With the tape remote start, which is a card that if you do not have, I can make for you, this will now start playback automatically in my DAW right after the lead-in groove. So I'm going to hit fast, and right there the lead-in groove would start, and you can see time. Okay, right at the end of the lead-in groove, Okay, lock through test number 4. Oh, that's perfect. Yeah, that's perfect. Wow. That's really nice. That's a great transition.